Right now, your phone is somewhere near you. Maybe in your pocket, maybe on the table, screen dark, waiting, and in the next few minutes, you are going to feel the urge to check it. You already know this about yourself. You call it a bad habit, a distraction, a modern weakness. But the real answer is far stranger. That urge is not new. It is not even yours. It is 2 million years old, and it did not evolve to check notifications. It evolved to keep you alive. Picture your ancestor standing at the edge of a clearing. The grass moves. Nothing else does. Is it wind? Is it a predator? Your ancestor does not know yet, and that not knowing is unbearable. So the eyes move, the head turns, the body scans again and again until the uncertainty resolves. This scanning was not optional. It was survival. The humans who scanned constantly for danger lived. The humans who relaxed into certainty, who assumed the grass was just grass, sometimes did not. This is where your phone habit actually begins. Not with an app, not with a notification sound, with a nervous system built by 10,000 generations of scanning an unpredictable world for signs of threat and reward. Neuroscientists have a name for the chemical that drives this: dopamine. And here is the part most people get wrong. Dopamine is not the reward chemical. It is the seeking chemical. Researcher Kent Berridge at the University of Michigan spent decades studying this exact distinction in the brain. He found that dopamine spikes before reward arrives, not after. It spikes during the search, during the not knowing, during the moment your ancestor scanned the grass and did not yet know what was in it. Your phone is a grass patch that never resolves. Every time you unlock the screen, your brain is not looking for a specific text message. It is doing something older than texting. It is scanning for information that might matter. A threat, an opportunity, a social signal. Something has changed since you last looked, and your brain needs to know what. This is called uncertainty reduction, and it feels almost identical to hunger. Not comfortable, not exactly pleasant, just urgent. Here is a question. Why does checking your phone rarely feel satisfying even when there is good news waiting? Because satisfaction was never the goal. Scanning was. Psychologist B.F. Skinner discovered something unsettling in the 1950s while running experiments on pigeons. He built a box with a lever, pressed the lever, get a food pellet, simple enough. But when Skinner made the rewards unpredictable, giving food only sometimes on no fixed schedule, something strange happened. The pigeons did not press the lever less, they pressed it more, obsessively. Skinner called this a variable ratio reinforcement schedule, and it produces the single most persistent, hardest to break behavior pattern known in behavioral psychology. Slot machines run on this principle. So does your phone. You do not know what is waiting when you check it. Maybe nothing, maybe something wonderful, maybe something upsetting. That unpredictability is not a flaw in the design. It is the entire design. Every app on your phone that shows you a red notification bubble, that refreshes with a pull of your thumb, that loads new content in an unpredictable scroll, is running the same experiment Skinner ran on pigeons, except you built the lever yourself and you carry it in your pocket. But this only explains half the story. The other half is about who else was watching that grass with you. For almost all of human history, survival depended on the group. A human alone on the savannah 2 million years ago did not last long. No claws, no fangs, no fur thick enough for the cold, and what humans had instead was each other, and knowing your standing within that group was not a social nicety. It was a matter of life and death. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar has spent much of his career studying exactly how deeply this shaped the human brain. His research suggests the human brain grew as large as it did largely to track social relationships. Who is an ally? Who is a threat? Who is gaining status? Who is losing it? Your brain still runs this exact program. It just runs it on likes now instead of alliances. When you post something and wait to see how people respond, you are not being vain. You are running an ancient calculation. Does the group still accept me? Has my status shifted? Am I safe here? A notification is not just information anymore. It is a signal about your place in the tribe. And your nervous system treats that signal with the same urgency your ancestor gave to a rustling bush. Think about the last time you sent a message and watched for the reply. The three dots appear, then disappear, then appear again. Did you feel that small involuntary spike of attention? That is not weakness. That is 2 million years of social survival wiring firing exactly as designed. Here is the counterintuitive twist. Your phone did not create this need. It found a need that was already there and built a machine perfectly shaped to exploit it. This is not an accident of engineering. Former Google design ethicist Tristan Harris has spoken publicly about how deliberately these systems are built to hijack the same psychological mechanisms Skinner identified and Berridge measured. Infinite scroll removes the natural stopping point your ancestor would have had when the grass finally settled. Autoplay removes the moment of choice. Unpredictable notifications recreate the variable reward schedule that made Skinner's pigeons press the lever until they collapsed from exhaustion. You are not weak-willed. You are being studied, modeled, and answered by systems built by people who understand your evolutionary wiring better than you do. So, what do you actually do with this information? Understanding the mechanism does not make it disappear, but it does something almost as useful, like it removes the shame. The urge to check your phone is not a character flaw, it is a survival instinct with nowhere left to hunt. Your ancestors' scanning eyes found their clearing. Your scanning mind finds a lock screen. Some researchers, including those studying digital well-being at institutions like Stanford's Human-Computer Interaction Lab, point to a simple but effective countermeasure. Reintroduce friction, not willpower. Friction. Move the app off the home screen, turn off the notification badge, put the phone in another room during focused work. Your ancestor's brain does not resist a threat that is out of sight. It only resists the ones actively rustling the grass in front of it. There is something almost tender in all of this, if you look at it the right way. The same wiring that makes you check your phone 40 times a day is the wiring that once kept your ancestors alive long enough to become your ancestors. It noticed movement in tall grass. It tracked who could be trusted around a fire. It kept scanning, kept watching, kept searching, because the humans who stopped scanning did not get to pass on their genes. You inherited a mind built for a world of rustling grass and flickering firelight, a mind that could not afford to stop looking. You just gave it a screen instead. So tonight, when you feel that small, familiar pull to check your phone one more time before sleep, notice it for what it actually is. Not a flaw, not a failure, just an old, faithful, exhausted instinct still scanning the clearing, still looking for what might be moving in the grass.